Hi friends, today I'll be making a spinach mushroom frittata. This breakfast recipe is a great way to get in a serving of veggies first thing in the morning. The recipe is SCD, gluten-free, grain-free, and soy-free. Now, I do use a bit of gorgonzola cheese in the frittata, however, it's totally optional. If you decide to omit the cheese, then the recipe will also be dairy-free, paleo, and Whole30. Let's get cooking. Begin by thinly slicing 4 ounces of baby Bella mushrooms. That's about 5 large mushrooms. Set them aside and start chopping 1 small yellow onion. I like to save my veggie scraps in a large freezer bag, and I keep it in the freezer. And once the bag is full, I use the scraps to make homemade vegetable broth. I'll put a link to that recipe in the description. Next, it's time to finely dice 2 cloves of garlic. You can also use a garlic press if you want. Set all those veggies aside and crack 6 large eggs into a bowl. Then add half a teaspoon of salt and either 1 tablespoon of dried thyme or 2 tablespoons of fresh thyme leaves. Whisk the mixture together until it's well combined. Preheat your oven to 325 degrees Fahrenheit. Then melt 1 tablespoon of olive oil or bacon fat, which is what I'm using, in a 9-inch oven-safe skillet over medium-low heat. Once the oil, or in this case, the bacon fat, is hot, add the chopped onion and saute until just tender. It should take around 3 minutes. Add the garlic and then add the sliced mushrooms and cook until the mushrooms have shrunk in size and have turned a bit darker in color. This should take anywhere from 5 to 8 minutes. Add 1 cup of baby spinach to this skillet. Cook, stirring occasionally until it's wilted. Next, transfer the veggies to a small bowl and place the skillet back on the stove. Melt another tablespoon of olive oil or bacon fat in this skillet, making sure it covers the bottom and the sides. Pour in the egg mixture and allow it to cook for about 1 minute before spreading the vegetables as evenly as possible over the top. If you've decided to use cheese in the frittata, now's the time to sprinkle it on top. I used 4 ounces of gorgonzola, but you can use as much or as little cheese as you'd like. Leave the frittata on the stove just long enough for the edges to set. Don't leave it too long or the bottom will get browned. Transfer the skillet to the middle rack of the oven and cook for 12 to 15 minutes. The frittata is done when it's puffed up a little and the center is firm. Sprinkle a little more fresh thyme on top and enjoy. If you liked today's recipe, make sure to give it a thumbs up. and subscribe to my channel. You can find this full written recipe along with over 100 more over on my website, alifeofhappenstance.com, which I've linked below. Thank you so much for joining me in the kitchen today. I'll see you next time.